Hi there, this is Craig Beck from StopDrinkingExpert.com and welcome to my video blog today. I just want to deal with one of the most accepted, most adopted illusions of alcohol out there. And that is the opinion that you genuinely like the taste of alcohol. Now, this is really hard to dissect because even I still slightly believe it. You know, I remember being a huge red wine fan, and I would love a very deep, rich, strong tasting red wine. And I would genuinely say I enjoyed the taste of it. And I know that there's a huge industry around this. Wine experts use very flowery language, don't they? They talk about, full-bodied and juicy and robust and woody textures to it, and for the lighter wines are light and fruity and airy and cheeky and all those sort of things. And so it's hard to dissect this and explain the truth, but here is the truth. Alcohol tastes disgusting. And we can prove that really, really quickly. If you get some 100% pure alcohol now and you dip your finger in it and put it on your tongue, you'll want to throw up. It's like putting petrol on your tongue. That's what it tastes like. It's disgusting. You can prove it now. You got any of that alcohol hand wash? Just put your tip of your finger on, dip it on your tongue. It will make you want to retch. It's disgusting stuff. So why then do we get so obsessed about alcoholic drinks? Why do we say that we love the taste of it? And of course, you may leap to the assumption, well, it's the dilution. We're not drinking 100% alcohol, Craig. We're drinking it diluted in sweet-tasting fruit juices. And increasingly, alcohol manufacturers are coming up with more and more sweet ways to take the edge off the drug that they're giving to us. And so if this is true, if it's the dilution that makes it taste nice, then we need to look a bit deeper, because that doesn't make any sense. Because we have, let's use an example here. Let's say we have a glass of orange juice, freshly squeezed from the tree, chilled in a glass. It would taste fantastic, yeah? Beautiful. Such rich, deep flavors and so fresh, amazing. And now in the second glass we have pure alcohol, 100%, tastes absolutely revolting, disgusting, horrible. You take some of the disgusting stuff and splash a little bit in to the nice tasting stuff. And now this stuff tastes better? That doesn't make any sense. How can you take something that tastes amazing, add something that tastes disgusting, and suddenly this tastes better? That's insane. That's nonsense. That doesn't make any sense. You can't take something bad and add it to good and then good becomes better. What is this? But look, you know this from experience, alcohol tastes bad. You remember the first time you snuck a drink of your dad's whiskey? I do. I remember it very clearly, and I've written about this. It was, we just moved into our new house. I must have been like probably 7 or 8 years old, something like that. We'd moved into our new house, and my dad was sitting in the new living room in his new armchair like a king. I mean, he was sitting, still had plastic on the furniture and everything, and he was sitting there like a king. And my mum said to me, she said, go and get the crystal whiskey glasses out of the box and pour your dad a whiskey. So I went and got these special glasses, and I was thinking, wow, this must be a magic liquid. It even has its own special glass, huh? And I was feeling pretty proud of myself because I'd been asked and not my younger brother. I mean, he was a spiller. My brother Mark, he was a spiller. He couldn't be trusted with this. Only me, the big brother, could be trusted. So I went and I got the very expensive crystal glass, and I went into the dining room where the whiskey was stored, and I took the lid off and I poured this golden liquid into my dad's glass. And just before I turned to leave the room, I smelled it. It smelled horrible. But I thought, if my dad celebrates with this stuff, it must be very, very powerfully magic. So I thought, I'll have a little taste. And I took a sip of the whiskey and I spat it everywhere. It went all over the new carpet, all over my pajamas, all over the table, everywhere. I was in big trouble. This was with a brand new house. Everything in the house was brand new, including the cream-colored carpets. So I thought quick, and I dropped the whole glass on purpose, and then started to cry. And my mum came running in, and I said, oh, I dropped the whiskey. And I got told off and sent up to bed, and I had to change my pajamas and everything. But that was my first taste of alcohol. It tasted disgusting. And I bet the first time you tried your dad's whiskey or your mum's gin and tonic, it tasted vile. So here we have a conundrum. Has alcohol changed its taste over the years? Has it become something else in the last 20 years or so? Or have you adjusted to tolerate it? And perhaps you've gone even further than that. You now no longer tolerate it, but you've conditioned yourself so much that you believe that disgusting tastes nice. What a powerful drug. What an amazing drug. When you think about it, this drug has managed to get you from vile, disgusting, I'm never drinking it again, to, oh, I love this stuff, I love this stuff, in a couple of decades. And now you're so convinced that you love that stuff that you don't believe what I'm saying. Or most people don't. Most drinkers will listen to this and go, ah, rubbish. I genuinely like a nice glass of red wine. A nice glass of red wine. But it doesn't make any sense. It's part of the nonsense around alcohol, that you can take something disgusting that is registered as a poison, that has a taste like petrol, add it to sugar and fruit juice, and suddenly it tastes amazing. It's insane, it's bonkers, it doesn't make any sense. But thank you for watching. If you have any comments, post them below. Don't forget, I'm open to your suggestions for what I talk about in these videos. You can leave a suggestion, or you can email me via the website, which is www.stopdrinkingexpert.com. My name's Craig Beck. Thank you for watching.